When you're meeting the media, you have to go over your messaging. I don't know if that's a lost art, but some of the quotes that came out from some of the baseball people yesterday indicate to me that after the deadline, they picked up the phone, spoke to the media, and said the first thing that came to their head because it was idiocy. And frankly, as a fan, it was scary. As someone who does nothing personal, it was heavenly. Let's start with the Boston Red Sox. Complicated situation because they had traded Devers and told you they're going to add. This is about winning now. They're all about it. This is not for later. And they're doing victory laps because the Giants went from buyers of Devers to sellers yesterday. You're welcome, Giants. That's what Yankee fans are saying today. Craig Breslow did, in fact, buy, and it was a major trade deadline win for the Boston Red Sox by acquiring Dustin May from the Dodgers and Steven Matz from the Cardinals. I can't even say. I'm not saying it with a straight face, Coca. I'm not doing it. If people are listening to this, they won't understand the sarcasm. They'll think that I think that acquiring Dustin May and Steven Matz was a victory for the Red Sox. And if you're watching on YouTube, then maybe you can't even see the eye roll if your screen is too small. Not the best deadline in the world for the Red Sox. Now the Red Sox are coming off a 17-7 July. They're HO They like their team. I told you it was addition by subtraction to get rid of Devers. However, don't pee on my leg and tell me it's raining. Or give me this explanation. Craig Breslow. I understand the frustration and disappointment. There's not a lot of sympathy for how hard we tried to get deals across the line. Breslow said the Red Sox were, quote, uncomfortably aggressive. Other teams needed to say, hey, that's enough. Timeout. I need a 20-second timeout to try to remain composed. 18 trade deadlines I went through. 29 teams per deadline because you speak to all 29. 290 minus 58. 232. Not one time did another team say, hey, David, Larry, Mike, I'm telling you, that's enough. Stop calling me with these crazy trades. You're being way too aggressive. Don't ever call me. Click. It's a bunch of horse hockey. No team says that to another team. Hey, thanks so much, but we can't even talk about that. Now, you'll say that some players are more likely to be traded than others. You will say, oh, yeah, we wouldn't think about that. A million times you say to another team, yeah, that's too much. We're not going to give that much. We don't want that guy that badly. Or we're not going that direction for sure. But hey, that's enough. And let's not oversell uncomfortably aggressive. Why don't we reserve that for what it really should mean when it comes to two people together when one is being uncomfortably aggressive and it becomes a crime, as it should? I'm not a big fan of using words like, oh, we murdered them tonight. It was an all-out war out there. I don't like talking like that when those words mean other things. I don't associate uncomfortably aggressive with a trade deadline point of view. What does that mean? Does that mean that the Red Sox called up, just pick a team, did they call up the Marlins and say, yeah, we're looking for starting pitching. We'd like Sandy. Oh, Sandy's not available. We'd like Sandy. We don't think so. We'd like Sandy. No, I don't think we're going the other way. We'd like Sandy. Is that what they did? Now, you can be uncomfortably annoying, and I'm in if he had described the Red Sox as that. You can be uncomfortably awkward. But here's what you can't be: uncomfortably aggressive, and then give a quote that says, over the past 2 to 3 weeks, this is a quote. Did they workshop this? Over the last 2 to 3 weeks, it became clear that all 26 guys on our roster were contributing to what we were doing, and we weren't willing to take a hit to our major league team. Sorry, I'm very emotional about that because we finally have found it. The perfect team. It's the Bronx Bombers of the 20s, the 30s, the 40s, the 50s. It's the Warriors. It's the Bulls of the 90s. It's the perfect team. I didn't know whether or not you realized that in Boston, that you had the perfect team. What an amazing thing. I would love it when you go into your boss's office and say, hey, appreciate the evaluation, but I'm pretty perfect here. There's not one thing I can do better. Thanks for seeing me. I expect to get fives on the review and double my salary, and I wouldn't mind a promotion to the C-suite because I'm perfect. Young man, you've got a big pimple right on the edge of your nose. Yeah, but ignore that. Other than that, I'm perfect. Ridiculous. The best 26 guys. Nobody has that. Between that and Preller telling you, you're only as good as your weakest link and you can't win a championship with a weak link, take a look at the World Series rosters of the past 25 years. Just for me. Just for fun. Take a look at the World Series rosters. Oh, I haven't heard of that guy. Nah, he's not a weak link.